In the city of Valenro, mercy was considered a weakness. Neon lights bled into rain-soaked streets, and power was measured not in money, but in fear. Men ruled with violence, and loyalty was bought with blood. Among them stood one man who didn't fit. His name was Kang Min-jae, young, Korean, and the most feared syndicate boss in the Southern District. But not because he was cruel, because he was merciful. They whispered his name with confusion. He spared those who begged. He paid hospital bills for strangers. He ended wars before they started. And yet, every woman he ever tried to love walked away. Min-jae sat across from another one, elegant, polite, nervous. She couldn't meet his eyes. "Just say it," he said gently. She inhaled. "You're kind, but I can't be with someone surrounded by violence." "I've never harmed a woman," he replied. "I know, that's not what scares me." She stood. "I'm sorry." Min-jae pulled out her chair, kissed her hand, let her go. Again. Actresses, lawyers, influencers, charity workers. They were drawn to his money, intrigued by his power, and terrified by what it meant. That night, he stood alone in his penthouse, staring at the city. He didn't drink the whiskey in his hand. "You're not the problem," his right-hand man, June, said. "If everyone leaves," Min-jae replied quietly, "the pattern is me." "You could have anyone." "I don't want anyone," he said. "I want someone who doesn't see me as a monster." The club was called Obsidian. Dark, loud, dangerous. Min-jae never went to places like this, but business forced him there. He entered alone. And then he saw her. She didn't dance like she was performing. She danced like she was surviving, like the music belonged to her. Her skin glowed under purple lights. Her eyes were sharp, unapologetic. The announcer called her name, Nyah. Min-jae forgot to breathe, not because of her body, but because of her presence. And Nyah noticed him, not because he looked rich, but because he wasn't looking at her like she was for sale. He was watching her face. Later, backstage, she found him. "Lost?" she asked. "No," he said. "I found something." She smirked. "Careful. Men usually regret saying that." "I'm not most men." She studied him. "What do you want?" "To talk." She laughed. "Wrong place for fairy tales." "Then maybe," he said softly, "the right place for truth." She didn't know why, but she didn't walk away. They didn't exchange numbers. Nyah gave him a cafe name on a napkin. "If you're serious, find me when I'm not working." 3 days later, he did. She wore jeans, a scarf, no makeup. Still powerful. "So," she said, "what do you do?" He paused. "I run something complicated." She smiled. "Illegal?" He chuckled. "Probably." She leaned in. "Do you hurt people?" "No," he instantly said. "I try to stop it." She stared at him. "Okay, then we can talk." They met like that. No gifts, no clubs, no lies. She told him about growing up invisible, about learning that beauty made money, but never safety. He told him about inheriting violence he never wanted, about mercy being mistaken for weakness. She didn't judge him. She didn't glorify him. She saw him. "You're being followed," June warned. "Then stop seeing her," he added. "No. She's a liability. She's a human being. You've never let anyone this close. That's why I won't let fear decide now." Nyah found out anyway. A drunk customer whispered his name like a myth. She confronted him. "You're that man." "Yes." "You lied." "I protected your choice." She shook her head. "Power doesn't impress me. Honesty does." He nodded. "I'm still learning." "Then learn fast," she said. "I won't be a secret." A rival syndicate sent a warning. Her cafe window shattered. Mercy makes you weak. Nyah stood beside him, reading it. "This is why women leave," she whispered. "Yes," he said, "and I won't ask you to stay." She took his hand. "Then stop deciding for me." They tried to scare her. Break-ins, threats, shadows. Min-jae retaliated, not with blood, with strategy. He dismantled supply lines, exposed corruption. His enemies realized he wasn't weak, he was restrained. Then he discovered the betrayal. "June, you gave them her address. She makes you reckless. You endangered an innocent woman. She's a stripper." Min-jae moved faster than anyone had ever seen. June was exiled, not killed. Mercy, again. And it cost him everything. "I can't keep waiting for the next threat," Nyah said, packing. "I'll leave the city for you," Min-jae said, freezing. "That's not love," she said softly. "That's surrender." She touched his chest. "I don't want you to shrink. I want you to grow." He cried. "I don't know how." "Then learn." She stayed, but she stopped hiding. She quit the club, started working at the cafe, visible, brave. A sniper fired. Min-jae shielded her. Glass shattered. "I can't do this," she sobbed later. "I can't be the reason people try to kill you." "You're the reason I'm trying to live." The city turned on her. Gold digger, stripper, ruined a king. She stood taller. "I've been explaining myself my whole life. I'm tired of doing it quietly." "You miss it," she said one night. "The power." He hesitated. That was enough. "Maybe I was just a chapter," she said. She left. And this time, he didn't follow. The city took everything from him. His money, his name, his protection. He worked construction, volunteered at shelters. For the first time, no one feared him, and he felt free. They met again by accident, a fundraiser, a glance, a pause. "You look different," she said. "So do you." "I didn't leave because you were wrong. I left because we both needed to grow. And now, we choose." A journalist exposed him. Former Mafia boss walks away from crime. This time, Nyah stood beside him, not hidden, not owned, chosen. Years later, they owned a small cafe. No guards, no secrets, just peace. The merciful Mafia boss had been rejected by every woman who feared his power, until she met one who feared nothing and taught him that mercy, when shared, becomes love.